as well as the unspoken joys and concerns, let us open our minds and hearts to a place of quiet, to a silent prayer for the healing of pain, and to the soft coming of love.
Something that tells about what's going on. Oh, good. Well, you all have made big progress.
At this time, we'll receive our offering.
Our offering is that play for you a beautiful pagan song called Blessed Be. It was written and performed by a friend of mine who's professional, and I haven't gotten permission to sing it in public for her. If I say this, Heather wrote it. It's called Blessed Be. If you've just begun your journey, blessed be. If you seek to end your yearning, blessed be. Souls more filled with joy than the night is filled with stars. When Spirit calls you onward, blessed be. If it's welcome you are wanting, blessed be. If the truth your soul still hunting, blessed be. If you'll open up your heart wider than the endless sky, when Spirit calls you onward, blessed be. If it's peace your path is bringing, blessed be. If within your soul is singing, blessed be. If your love will move the heart as the moon will move the tide, when Spirit calls you onward, blessed be. just begun your journey, blessed be. If you seek to end your yearning, blessed be. If your soul's more filled with joy than the night is filled with stars, and the spirits call you onwards, blessed be.
Second anniversary, we started celebrating it today.
When the spirits call you onwards, blessed be.
Thank you, that was beautiful. Please join me in dedicating our offering. We dedicate this offering, given and received, in grateful appreciation of our fellowship's shared hopes and values.
Are you tuned? I've had to learn how to banter while he's tuning things. So this has been a learning experience. We've been having fun with this. This one's called, and of course I have it the wrong song, Open Up Your Voice, which we thought was very appropriate because of being a Unitarian church and also being voters Tuesday. And this is a song, all of these songs, except for My Blessed Be, from my friend, are by us. And Arnie wrote this in December of last year, so open up your voice. Those of you who do not express yourself cannot say you are free. You do think that others will laugh or fear the way it might be. Open up your voice and let the thoughts flow. Say what you want to say. Tell the world what you think. They may be the words that save the day. Truth is hard for many to accept. The old guard does not want to change. The good old boy rules have got to stop, but won't until you talk. Open up your voice and let the thoughts flow. Say what you want to say. Tell the world what you think. They may be the words that save the day. Know that there are many like yourself, frightened to have a voice. You may be the one who sheds the light for others to join the chorus. Open up your voice and let the thoughts flow. Say what you want to say. Tell the world what you think. They may be the words that save the day. Sometimes you just have to open up and share. Not worry about those who try to enslave by ridicule and fear. Those who know what to do. Open up your voice and let the thoughts flow. Say what you want to say. Tell the world what you think. They may be the words that save the day.
again, good morning. Wouldn't it be great if we all could sing as beautifully as Eleanor and Arnie?
I know.
Well, this morning is a most joyful day for all of us gathered here because we, as a still new Unitarian Universalist congregation, are celebrating our second birthday. The early anniversaries of a young congregation are much like the birthdays of a young child. Young children change so rapidly year to year, it's easy to notice the new things a baby learns from one year to the next. Between a child's first and second birthday, they would have learned to walk and would have begun to talk. Two of the most important developmental steps in the life of a child. For those of us here who have been a part of this fellowship for the past 1 or 2 years, wouldn't you agree that we as a congregation have come a long way since the fall of 2012? Wasn't that long ago, was it? So much positive progress has been made in these 2 very short years. I see striking parallels between the long ago children of Israel who left slavery in Egypt and marched to the Promised Land. They didn't get there in just a year or 2, but after many hardships, they did finally arrive. And we too will one day arrive, and I'm sure we will celebrate many remarkable milestones along the way. This morning we are going to take a look back over the past year to note and celebrate the many good things that have happened in the life of this young fellowship. I trust you will feel a sense of pride, as I do, and will be happy about the progress we've made so far. Happy because it took the hard work of all of us, working together to make it happen. Like anything that's new, we've had to learn to crawl, then walk, and now we're learning to run. The future is ours, and I trust we will celebrate many more happy anniversaries in the years to come. I know you all have heard the saying that a sense of humor is the lubricant of life's machinery. If that is so, then trust is the life's blood of an organization. In the bodies of humans and animals, blood carries oxygen and nutrients to all parts of the body, from our head to our toes. It's the body's transportation system, carrying whatever the body needs to survive. Like blood to the body, trust between members allows the organization to thrive. Trust feeds and maintains the life of the organization. We all know in our personal relationships, without trust, we have nothing to build upon. We all have had past experiences, unfortunately, where trust have been broken. And we know too well the chaos that ensues after a broken trust. We as a congregation have had to learn to trust one another, and that is one of the things I'm most proud of in our fellowship. Cooperation is another thing we are learning. Without cooperation, we get nowhere. If each of our feet were to try to go in a different direction, we couldn't stay standing and would end up on the floor. The reason that working together and coming to a consensus on issues is so important in any organization is because, according to Forbes, 8 out of 10 new businesses fail. That's an 80% failure rate. In many ways, we can compare a new church congregation to a new business. There are many similarities. Just as it takes many people working together to make a business a success, it takes working together to make a congregation a success. Working together, as we all know, often is not easy, and success or failure depends on how we manage disagreements. But if we are able to put what is best for the organization as a whole as our main focal point, we will be successful. Happy marriages are built on a foundation of 2 people seeking harmony and being on the same page regarding issues that affect them. Like a successful marriage, members of a successful organization must learn to put aside personal agendas and do what is best for all concerned. When you look at all the things that we have accomplished in just 2 short years, I'd say we have learned to do this. Maybe not perfectly, but we are learning the importance of working together to grow our fellowship. What do successful organizations do to keep everyone going in the same direction? Is there some secret to being successful? What are some of the values we might adopt to keep all of us moving harmoniously and in step with one another? One is, people in successful organizations learn early on that they must adopt the attitude of thinking we instead of me. While it is true that as individuals we do come up with good ideas and devise strong opinions on any given number of subjects, but to be successful we have to learn to compromise, learn that we are a team of individuals and seek consensus in all of our efforts together. 2, we must give to others generous personal affirmation. In other words, we have to treat others with thoughtfulness and only think the best of them. We have to resist the urge to be critical and negative. We should look only at the good in others and learn to build up and praise rather than tearing down and finding fault. When you see someone doing something good, be generous in offering appreciation and encouragement. Make it your mission to help others to grow and become successful in whatever job they volunteer to do. 3rd, we must take personal responsibility for our own happiness. So often in church organizations, assumptions are made that everyone around us is responsible for making me happy. We can become negative about the speakers or the musicians, board members, or any number of things that take place in a church congregation. True happiness comes from within, and thoughtful people understand that sometimes things don't go the way they like, but learn to take responsibility for finding their own personal happiness. And finally, we must be able to change our minds if necessary. I do this all the time. In conversations with people, either at work or at home, or here at church, I find that so often someone else has a better idea or a more sensible solution to a problem, and they help me to see things in a different light. Be flexible, be teachable, and be willing to change your mind. Shifting gears a bit, so why do we come together on Sunday mornings? After all, we don't have strict rules about church attendance like some churches. If you are absent from church, no one is going to call you to reprimand you or to say what a bad person you are for missing a service. They might call, though, to check to see if you are ill and that you are all right. Author Robin Bartlett offers some hints from her own experience of why we gather together as a church family on Sunday mornings. She says, go to church for community, for learning, for solidarity, for a good word, for love, for hope, for comfort, even for salvation. Go to church because you can't imagine not going. Go to church because of what your church demands of you. Go to church because you cry in the worship service at least once a month. Go to church because you look forward to seeing the people. Go to church because your church forces you to put your money where your mouth is, to use your financial resources to make a statement about what has worth. Go to church because you are known here. Go to church because you want to be known. Go to church because you pray for this same imperfect, ragtag group of people all week until you meet again. Go to church because you need to in order to get through the week. Go to church because if you miss a week, you feel like something was really missing in your life. Go to church because your church community helps you to go deeper, to risk transformation, to yank you further down a path to ultimate reality, to truth, even to God kicking and screaming. Go to church because it is a statement to yourself and your children about what has value and meaning. Go to church to find your purpose and live it. Yes, give yourself each week, if you can, the gift of church. In closing, to all of you, I thank you for all you do to help make this fellowship a place that I look forward to coming to every Sunday. Thank you for volunteering and finding your place, your purpose in this fellowship. But most of all, thank you for being you, for being who you are, because my life would not be as rich, not as interesting, and not as enjoyable if you weren't all a part of it. This wonderful thing we call Open Door Fellowship. Keep coming back. Invite others, for the best is yet to come. Thank you.
Oh, yes.